morning, Gilbert.
Good morning.
It's my pleasure to be here. Represent our company, Loop Insights, trades on the TSX Venture under the ticker symbol MTRX and on the OTC under the symbol RACMF. So Loop Insights is a Vancouver-based IoT and artificial intelligence digital transformative company. We're focused on bridging the gap between the online and the offline world. Obviously, the challenge for today's retail environment is the online competitive advantages, much like Amazon and Shopify and others utilize digital assets today, enabling very strong automation of process and data to gain further insight around transaction and, most importantly, transaction for the consumer. Where we fit into that space is by automating processes, by providing real-time data connectivity in the physical bricks and mortar space. Ultimately, our goal is to ensure better customer experiencing through leveraging and monetizing the data for the bricks and mortar retails. Bricks and mortar retail is typically siloed amongst many of their data touch points. Loop simply connects and enhances all existing IT infrastructure through an IoT device, which we call Fobi. Fobi is a simple plug and play device that connects and automates and consolidates all the retail data into one insights portal, which is the Loop Data Exchange. So Loop has 4 key technologies that are proprietary to itself. It all starts with Fobi, which is our plug and play device. Now, this brings legacy point of sale retail environments from edge to cloud. The minute that our device is plugged in, which takes a matter of 5 to 7 seconds, this now gives us the ability to aggregate 100% of every transaction. Real-time data applications are the way of the future, and Loop is on the forefront connecting interoperable data points for all of the supply chain, inventory management, and of course, the point of sale. We also have the ability, we've recently launched this year, the Loop Cloud API, which enables us to connect through all of the new software POS platforms by way of API integration. So being able to now connect the legacy antiquated systems with all the modern point of sale and then plugging in the e-commerce online aspects gives that retailer the full 360-degree view of not only their business, but to understand their customers, to understand and optimize all of their retail footprint, and provide reporting capabilities across their multiple locations. We've then created our Smart Tap device, which is a combination of NFC technology and our IoT device, Fobi. We've integrated the ability as we see the evolution of the mobile payments and mobile commerce and the whole digital transformation, especially as a result of COVID. The need for contactless solutions as far as contact tracing and venue management and others has become an absolute forefront. And it's played a very big reason for us to see large scale growth this year, and now to being able to establish and support a truly global scale footprint. Obviously, when we look at the transformation from COVID and the e-commerce, mobile commerce, it was a no-brainer for us. About 18 months ago, we started with both Apple and Google to create a fully integrated platform around the Apple and Google VAS. And where that lives is in every native iOS and Android wallet. So it's something that is embedded. There's no need for further download of app. And when we look at the touch points of the consumer, we now have the ability to understand cross-channel, meaning that when I have various stores, various locations, I am now tied to the digital wallet, providing loyalty, providing engagement, corporate messaging, and being able to tie all of those data points together to get a truly granular profile of each and every individual. As brands and CPG retailers are moving to the world of personalization, Loop's data segmentation capabilities by connecting all of these worlds between mobile commerce, e-commerce, and physical bricks and mortar gives Loop a tremendous competitive advantage. We have a very senior management team. Myself, our latest CTO came to us by way of NTT Data. Tamer Shafiq has great experience in building healthcare and digital transformation platforms for many government level agencies. We have Mark Lotz, who's our CFO, who's been recently brought on to assist us in the eventual uplist process of both TSX and the NASDAQ. We are led by Mike Cannavaro. He's got a deep technology and business development background. In the world of IT, Ian Cameron, most recent addition to our team, came from Epson from Japan. Ian was head of their marketing division. Our board of directors, we've got some great experience from Wall Street, of course, with Jeff Hyman raising over $2 billion in his professional career. Peter Green came from a director as well. Very proud to have Peter came from the world of TELUS, which is Canada's largest telco. And Deborah Williams, many years of big data and analytics with Microsoft and many other enterprise solutions. So very good guidance, very good support from management through our board. So the unique thing for Loop is we are industry and vertically agnostic. And what that means is we've architected a solution that can sit on top of any industry. Currently to date, we're in 12 different verticals, which truly speaks to the size and scale opportunity of which Loop possesses today. When we first created the Fobi device, which connects all of the IT and infrastructure from a retail and physical perspective, we made a very strategical plan to encompass a SIM card module. Obviously, when we look at scaling a product, the challenge is, of course, manpower and resources. By enabling a SIM card module, not only did it provide the retailers with a safe, secure, independent network, but it provided the ability for us to grow through channel partners. TELUS was our first major telco that we announced a channel partnership with today and is actively sold in through their IoT marketplace. In our Smart Tap device, which provides the menu management, as well as our Insights and Fobi device, which provide all of the AI data connectivity for those locations. So when we look at the world of data, we really focus on everything has to be real time for us, providing real-time actionable strategies, leveraging the data to monetize it for the retailer in form of creating better customer experience, which leads to increased spend and wallet share, understanding their customers through loyalty and engagement, and most importantly is forecast and modeling, optimizing efficiencies for the retailer in form of supply chain inventory management, profitability through HR perspective. So what Loop provides is a fully automated solution that leverages artificial intelligence to increase profitability and customer spend, and ultimately brand affinity. Personalized engagement, as is alluded to earlier, going the digital route was a very big piece for us because Fobi enables us to ingest the data. Our insights and AI capabilities from an IT perspective, when we look at analyzing data, is how do we action and leverage to monetize? Our data segmentation capabilities help us understand the consumer to deliver the right offer, the right time, to the right person. Utilizing the iOS and Android device in the wallet enables us a very sticky, very unique value proposition to action all of these personalized engagement. One of the most interesting and key differentiators for us at Loop is we are able to provide attribution ROI to the marketing teams. We now understand how many promotions were disseminated, how many promotions were engaged with, but because of Fobi and being tied to the transaction, we have that 100% feedback loop now. So we understand all of the metrics in the physical and the e-commerce and now the mobile. So for us, this is kind of the key to growing our footprint, and perfect transition to next slide. And this is where we built this for, because when we leverage Fobi, when we leverage our digital wallet technology, it gives us the ability to create that cross-channel and understanding consumers through all of their daily touch points of where they shop, from Starbucks to Costco to the pharmacy and back. What are all those data touch points? It gives us more granular, better understanding of those shoppers to create that truly personalized experience. So we're very well positioned. Obviously, we've seen the big boom of artificial intelligence. For us, the customer experience, contactless, as I mentioned, as a result of COVID, that's enabled us to see 1,700% growth over the last 18 months here, as we came to market on the TSXV back in June of 2019. So we'll be coming up to our 2-year anniversary this June, which we've seen tremendous growth and global scale. So Loop is a SaaS company. For us, it's number of doors, number of point of sales. As we look at monthly SaaS model, gives us a great understanding of cash flow and projections. So there's where we kind of diversify ourselves, as we have monthly SaaS around our data and insights component. We've now moved to our engagement and loyalty application through the Wallet Pass, which gives us, of course, an annual license and monthly SaaS, but also generates great revenue from advertising and content. And now we're about set to launch our Loop Data Exchange, which will be the brand and CPG model, where we will provide an annual quarterly license for those CPG and brand for dissemination of content. We've provided ourselves now the ability to truly grow across all of the key components with the retails, distributor models, and now with the CPG brands, of course, who have all the large budgets for all of the advertising. So we also have a license of our technology as well. So for us, when we look at venue management is a key one. We have some very great partners to date, as you've seen here, and others on our webpage. I would strongly suggest you take a look there. So we have many, as I said, we build through channel, we build through partners, and this is what enables us a very lean, agile approach to true scale now. We've gone from Canada to the US to now the UK and Europe and Indonesia and other markets, growing very quickly. We're very excited about the remaining 6 months of 2021 and where we go. So this is kind of the key, and I know we're coming up to the 15-minute point here, Gilbert, so I'll go through this quickly, but very agile. Very key here is artificial intelligence, in which we've built to enable retailers. Our technology sits across a multitude of different verticals and applications, and we've seen here from third-party validation from our key partners that we've worked with. Very proud of our team in growth and scale. Remaining this year on full execution of that continued global footprint and roadmap. That's it for the presentation. Thank you for that. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Rob. So there's a few questions here that we'd like to address here. The first one from Tony Kaka. So he also asking, sort of as a follow-up for your last slide here, talk about your advantages over your competitors. Maybe you can explain a bit more?
Yeah.
Who are your major competitors in the market? Are there any?
Yes, of course. We have many competitors in different components of what we do. Our true unique differentiator is our Fobi device. Being able to aggregate the independent fragmented retail market is really key from us. Obviously Shopify sees their data, NCR sees their data. We have the ability to see all of the data, of course, through all of our partners and different networks. Our ability to not just ingest, but action and automate the data process is one key differentiator. I would say companies like Nielsen, RRI are our competitors of ours from a data aggregation standpoint. You've got companies like Lava that leverage a different form of a wallet pass, I guess you could say. So there's different companies that have pieces. Where I was truly interested, and when I started to develop this technology and application, was being seamless IT stack that sits on top of any infrastructure, regardless of what those assets look like. And that's really what's helped us grow and scale very quickly.
Great. And the next question coming from Greg here, how significant is the recent acquisition of Pass Creator?
Yeah, that's a great question. I appreciate that. We've successfully now acquired 3 different technologies and true share purchase agreement here with Pass Creator. This is the way of the future. There's no doubt. We've had we spent the last year working with Pass Creator, and as I saw the accelerated growth and revenues within Pass Creator, this was a no-brainer. I'm very excited that we were able to get this done.
Good. This one is quite interesting question from Frank. He said, how can we evaluate the loop at this point? Any matrix that you recommend? Any, like, how do you compare to the bigger companies in terms of scale? How do you really evaluate your evaluations?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, as we've now moved into revenues, those, we'll put out guidance in the next bid as we've now understanding, solidifying some of our key partnerships. And as we've, our goal here was to validate the technology from an IT, of course, perspective, validate it from, our third-party partners, and scale. Now, we've entered into dozens of different pilots and use cases to learn as much as we could to commercialize that product. Now it's about execution as we start to see these evolve into capitalized contracts. Gives us better insight here over the next 2 quarters.
Sure. Let me get in one last question here. This one from Sue here. How's the progress of the uplisting to TSX and NASDAQ going?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of moving parts on that. It is a process for sure. We've had a lot on our plate, of course, with the Pass Creator acquisition. Has taken a great deal of our time with our CFO, as you can imagine. So it's definitely in the works and moving in the right direction, and we're very confident in that.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for your time here, Rob, for sharing your latest update on your story.
Thank you, Gilbert. You guys have a great day. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care.